All right, you asked for a co-op game. I'm going to start off with an extremely bold statement. And I believe that by the end of this video, if you don't agree with me, you'll at least be willing to give this game a shot for yourself. Deep Rock Galactic is the greatest online co-op experience available today. Period. Nothing else even comes close. And in this video, I'll break down why. Deep Rock Galactic is a PvE, horde shooter, and mining game. You and 3 friends take on the role of dwarves working for a space prospecting firm called Deep Rock Galactic to mine minerals and earn your fortune. This game blends the frantic gunplay of titles like Left 4 Dead, Back 4 Blood, or even Call of Duty Zombies with the exploration and mystery of survival crafting games. The levels you'll be exploring in DRG are procedurally generated. Typically, when I hear procedurally generated, my mind jumps to No Man's Sky at release. Wide as an ocean, but deep as a puddle. Like, yes, this rock is procedurally generated and different from that rock, but what difference does that make? Deep Rock Galactic is not like that. Despite the caves being randomly generated, they somehow always connect with purpose. There are definitely predefined structures that will begin to feel familiar, and after several hundred hours of gameplay, I've gotten pretty good at recognizing how the caves and tunnels will connect to each other. But despite that, the experience never stops feeling fresh. I don't know how they manage it, but the blend between randomized and handcrafted, chef's kiss. Deep Rock Galactic has 4 playable classes: the Driller, the Engineer, the Gunner, and the Scout. Each class has its own set of unique weapons and complement each other well. The Driller uses, well, drills and explosives to carve through stone and manipulate terrain. The Engineer sets up turrets to lay down fields of fire and suppress hordes of bugs, and the Gunner uses a minigun to dish out massive single target damage. And the Scout, that's me, uses a grappling hook to zip across the cave and collect hard to reach minerals and objective items. There are hundreds, if not thousands, of unique builds among the 4 classes, but we'll get into that in just a bit. There are multiple mission types, ranging from simple mining missions to establishing oil refineries. There are also a good mix of random bonus objectives that can appear on every mission, typically just some extra resources you need to collect. Each class has opportunities to shine and be valuable in every one of these missions. There's no real wrong choice when picking out your class. At the start of most DRG games, your crew will drop in and fan out to begin working on objectives. Eventually you'll get a call from mission control.
Brace yourselves for impact. We've detected a massive swarm on collision course.
And glyphids will begin to pour out of the walls like a termite inspector's worst nightmare. Once your objectives are complete, you call for the drop pod to be returned to the cave so you and your squad can leave. There's just one catch. After the drop pod lands, the bugs are on full alert, and you've only got a couple of minutes to rush to the drop pod backwards through the cave and escape to safety. If no one makes it back in time, you lose the entire mission. Even after 300 hours, the drop pod rush at the end of a mission can still create some seriously tense moments. But no dwarf left behind though. Definitely. Deep Rock is a game best enjoyed with friends. Sitting down with a group of friends, getting invested in your classes, and conquering missions feels fantastic. But let's be realistic. Getting a full squad together at the same time in the same place is a challenge. For those of you who aren't always able to fill a squad of 4, don't worry. DRG has one of the most welcoming and wholesome communities out there. It's completely normal for longtime players to take time to teach newer players about mechanics and objectives within the mission. I've seen players go to extraordinary lengths to save a downed green beard before running to extraction. The sense of camaraderie cannot be overstated. Of course, there are bad apples here and there. It's still the internet. But even after all my time playing, I can count the number of toxic interactions I've had in this game on a single hand. There are only 2 rules we don't break while we're on a mission. Don't double dip the ammo, and don't press buttons without checking in with the other teammates. If you can be a good team player, this community will welcome you with open arms. Your new dwarven brothers are just a rock and stone away. Okay, so you found your favorite class, you've brought some friends along the way, you've squished some bugs. What's next? Deep Rock has a ton of progression for you to unlock and enjoy. While you're fighting for your life in the caves of Hoxas, you'll be collecting loads of minerals, and you'll be getting paid in tasty credits along the way. And you may be asking yourself,
where do all these minerals go?
Well, I'm glad you asked. There are loads of upgrades to unlock, which need to be purchased with the resources you'll be mining in missions. Each class has 3 primary weapons, 3 secondary weapons, a utility item, a support tool, grenades, and armor, all of which have unique upgrade trees. There are also overclocks, which radically change how weapons function. And then there's class perks, which can be bought with KPI points that you earn by completing missions successfully. All of this makes up for an insane amount of build diversity that can honestly be a bit overwhelming for new players. There are literally thousands of unique character builds, and we're not even talking about cosmetics. There are slots for your helmet, your armor color, your skin tone, your victory pose, and a full beard customization system, because dwarves. You can customize your eyebrows, your sideburns, your mustache, your beard, and your hair color. And don't even get me started on pickaxe customizations. Deep Rock Galactic is developed by the amazing team at Ghost Ship Games and published by Coffee Stain Studios. DRG is the only game that Ghost Ship develops. It has their complete attention, and that level of care really shows. They're extremely involved with the community and are fantastic about taking feedback and implementing what they're able to. In November of 2021, about a year and a half after Deep Rock Galactic's 1.0 launch, Ghost Ship Games made the radical choice to implement a battle pass system. Now listen, I'm no lover of the weaponized FOMO that is the season battle pass. These are typically predatory sales tactics designed to trick you into earning content that you've already just paid for. Well, it turns out Ghost Ship hates those too because the battle pass is totally free. Like, there's not even a way to pay for it. And you're thinking, oh, well, I'm sure the battle pass content expires at the end of the season, right? Nope. Any upgrades you miss during the season just go into your randomized loot table to earn through other means while playing the game. You never lose a chance to earn something new. Ghost Ship Games is doing things right. They respect and serve their players unlike most studios in the industry today. At time of recording, we're about halfway through season 3 and DRG has never felt better. There are loads of cosmetics and new mechanics being added to the game every season. All of it's included just for the price of the game. There are occasional premium cosmetic packs, but honestly, this is a good value. Usually for about $10 US, you get a full set of weapon models, paint jobs, armors, helmets, and sometimes even some chat cosmetics that let others know that you're a supporter of the game. Oh, plus you get to support this amazing studio along the way. For a game with no other means of income other than primary sales, some primo cosmetic packs feel like a fair trade. I cannot say enough good things about the work Ghost Ship Games has done and the community that they've built. If you're looking for an awesome experience for you and your squad, look no further than Deep Rock Galactic. Now, if you're looking for another great game worth playing, click up here for a game where you can turn yourself into a sheep or die a horrifying death in acid, or click down here for some other random video that YouTube has suggested. If you have a suggestion for a game you'd like me to take a look at, drop a comment down below. I read every single one of them. And until next time, rock and stone.